Alright, we're back with another video. On this video, we're going to be talking about the war, how it went, our thoughts on it. Was it fair? Will the game come back? And what's next? I'm here with Keinsei. Introduce yourself if you want.
That's me.
Username?
No,
Isn't it Keinsei?
Keinsei. It's Keinsei. No, it's just Keinsei.
Shut up.
Hold on. I'm drinking a smoothie right now and I'm getting dumb chest pains.
Alright, the first thing I want to talk about was how the war went. What do you think? How do you think the war went, Keinsei?
The war was fun as hell.
I mean, yeah, it was fun, but
I don't see any Naruto game topping that for a while.
I mean, there is one game that can.
There's one game, but we're not supposed to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about that. That's the NO2 killer. I ain't gonna talk about that yet.
NO2 set the bar for a lot of Naruto games. That was established when it first got dropped, and now now with the final event, it just set it as a legend. But
that event was crazy. No, I don't think any game will top that. Nah. I mean, I enjoyed watching the war way more than I enjoyed playing in it. I mean, granted, everyone thinks I'm dead.
Playing it was the most toxic thing we've done in this game.
Dude, watching it, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, everyone thinks I'm dead from the meteor, but let me clarify this real quick. I'm not dead in game. I'm actually alive. I thought I died from the meteor, but it turns out the meteor doesn't kill you. It just kicks you. Well, it didn't kick me. It just makes your character vanish.
Basically, the way it worked is that you had to be in combat in order to get wiped. But if you got killed by the meteor, you could get killed without being put in combat. So a lot of people survived the war because they got killed by the meteor, but they weren't in combat. Yeah,
so that's basically how I'm alive. If you don't believe me, I don't really care. But there's multiple people that have been killed by the meteor and didn't get wiped. The war went pretty good. Honestly, it was kind of unorganized, because at first, you know how they said they're gonna teleport us to the battlefield, right? But no, that didn't happen. The moment you spawned into the game, there was literally a Akatsuki outside your spawn. What we did was we had squads. We all had separate squads, and we all logged in separate places around the map, waiting to fight Akatsuki at different spots. But that didn't happen, because when we got into the game, we all spawned at our villages. And then if you ran outside the Leaf Gate, Pain was waiting there. Madara was at Sand. Itachi and Kisame were at Cloud. Who's that missed? I think.
I don't know who was at Mist.
Who was that missed? I think Prim was at Mist. I don't know. Someone was at Mist.
I think he was flying over Mist.
But yeah, it was. It didn't go how they said it was gonna be, because literally they told us they're gonna teleport us to the battlefield, but no. You walk outside your village, you see Pain pulling you and then killing you, and I feel bad for the people that died at the start, but yeah.
Yeah. Basically to repeat what you just said. We came into the game under the impression that it was said that half of the people that were in the server would be teleported randomly somewhere on the battlefield, and the other half would just remain wherever they spawned in at. But the way it ended up happening is that we all joined the game at our respective spawns for our clans, and also instead of because we were given the impression that a rank requirement was also going to be enabled.
Exactly.
F+ to join the game, and that wasn't the case either. F- minuses were able to join the game and stay in game.
Exactly. Yeah. That blew me, because literally F- minuses were hoarding us. At the start, me and Glovok were in the VC okay, join the game, because we all had separate squads. I joined the game. Glovok wasn't able to get in game. Fino wasn't able to get in game. Dabble wasn't able to get in game. It was so it was a clusterfuck.
Yeah. So
there was so much F- minuses.
There was a whole plan set up around it that was the Grand Shinobi Alliance, or our main force for it had included all of our spec users, their main supports, people they wanted to be with them as soon as the fight started. And we had a perfect plan to get in game, do what we had to do, and then be done. But the problem was we couldn't control all the 300 something else people that were in the group and that wanted to be. So, I mean, it was NO2's biggest event, so of course everybody wanted to be in it.
But we were under impression, but we weren't.
I mean, which ultimately led to us leaving, because we couldn't get as many of our people in when we needed them in. But it was still a really fun event. Toxic as hell, but fun.
No, that event was toxic. I mean, I loved watching it. Watching it was crazy, especially the part where Madara put out those Susanos. That was crazy. But it was, I don't know, dude. I don't think that event was really fair though, especially at the end. That ending blew me.
Was it fair?
No, the ending. Remember when we killed Madara? But then Snake came back as Madara after? So basically, if you don't understand, when and you elephant on Madara at the end when he was in 6 paths form or whatever, that killed him, and then they gripped him. But then Snake came out of nowhere, revived as Madara. So basically, like, we feel like we got cheated, but I don't know if because honestly we should have won right there because we killed Madara, but then Snake revived himself as Madara. So it kind of feels cheated, but it's whatever, dude. That just shows that Snake doesn't really want the game open, but it doesn't matter. It already happened. It's whatever. There's no point of going back. But
I don't think it's fair in the sense that, like that we got that big time cheese there at the end.
I feel cheated,
because,
honestly.
Like, when I tell you that, I honestly should have recorded it when we were in voice channel. Like, everybody, I'll let you know before voice channel. Like, DB popped the 8th gate. He went in. He knocked Madara and he executed him. Everybody was literally like, all feelings set aside for DB and everything. People were cheering for him. Like,
dude, everyone in our chat was screaming, "We won! We won! We won!" Next, you know, Snake says it's not over yet.
Yeah, next thing you know, we saw Madara say some shit at the bottom of our screens, and then the entire force got knocked out, and then people started getting wiped left and right.
Yeah, those true Suking Lords started bombing all of you guys. That's crazy, dude. I feel bad for Dabo, because he kept trying to get into the server, he couldn't get in, he tried to rejoin for his awakening, but F- just took up the spots.
That ultimately made it unfair, because some people got wiped and they came back. And this nigga knows who he is when I bring him up. Someone rolled Uchiha when they got wiped and decided to stay. Even though
he literally took up server space
to get his eyes.
After he got wiped. You ain't gonna say no names though. But yeah, that event was pretty. It was pretty cool, especially at the end where we got put into the dream. That was pretty cool. I didn't expect that part, but I kind of feel cheated that we lost. Yeah. Even honestly, in my book, we won. Honestly, because I don't even think Snake expected us to get that far. But yeah,
honestly, the way things were going, I didn't think we were going that far.
Dex was a hard carry. Shout out to Dex, dude. He was a hard carry.
That's why I'm also saying, like, the low ranks made it unfair for us, but overall, like, Dex, Konga, Dabo, they were straight.
Yeah, Dex and Konga were hard carrying hard. I mean, Konga specs are broken as hell, but
Keinsei had control on just about every important person to get them where they needed to go and get them out.
Well, everyone got wiped. Everyone got wiped. Everyone in my village is wiped except me, Rob. I don't even know who else, but 90% of Leaf is wiped. Like 95. If you were on that day, you got wiped.
All of the Sand high ranks, I think they're all dead, except for me and Styx. And yeah, that's actually, I think that's it. Maybe Street Jet, but I'm not sure.
I don't know if Street just died. I saw him fighting, but yeah. All right, Keinsei, do you think the game's gonna come back?
Not anytime soon.
I don't think it's coming back anytime soon.
Snake did say that it's to be continued because there's a timeline where we won, and you know the timeline we're currently in where we lost. So if the game comes back, we might come back to it when like Boruto era time. So there'll be a whole new type deal, but when that will come, who knows? It might be another OPR type deal where people ask for months later.
I don't think the game's coming back, but we have Automata Rising that's gonna be coming next.
Honestly, I had my fill of Naruto games for the most part.
I don't think any game will top that, especially that ending. Nah. I don't think any game will top that. I don't think any Naruto game will top that. Like literally, they did the whole Edo War and everything. But who knows? Who knows, dude? It's probably gonna take a while, but whoever does top that, let me into that game. Real shit. Let me get in that game.
Look out for my game, Underwater Simulator, and I have plenty of fish in it.
Shut up. But Snake said, well, since Snake is not like getting forced to work on NO2 anymore because he didn't really want to update it, but we kind of forced him to. It's good now that he can focus on his other projects, like what he really wants to do, which is Automata Rising, Bleach game, and all the. He doesn't have NO2 holding him back now, so that's pretty good. So I'm expecting him to put a lot of work in.
Yeah, the big thing everybody's talking about right now is Automata Rising.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't know much about the games that it's based on because I was never a fan of like Metal Gear Rising or Nier Automata. It's just
I watched a couple of them.
But basically, Automata Rising is based on both of those games, and that game is expected to like have paid access start for it for like next week.
Yeah, next Snake said like 2 weeks or 1 week.
So there's access possibility for people.
The Snake said apparently, well, I don't know if Snake said this, but someone said that Snake said he hates the idea of waves because everybody wants to get in, so he's just gonna do a paid access to filter out hackers and ults.
What he said was like, he's like, group access only is underrated, and it just leads to more hype when it's unnecessary.
Yeah,
which is true.
Snake hates how overhyped NO2 was. I mean, that after that ending yesterday, yeah, that was worth the hype. I'm sorry, that fight was crazy.
That final war was worth the hype. But
the 8 gates, even Elephant, all that, Susanoo, everybody was going off. But yeah, rest in peace to our fallen shinobi. Rest in peace to them. All right, I think that's it.
All over again.
So what?
I lost all of them all over again. All my best friends. Dex died again. Fino, Dabo, Lycaz.
Oh, Fino. Oh my god, I feel bad for Fino. That glitch.
Beautiful. Lawless.
Yeah.
I lost too many.
I feel bad for the Red Kages. They got killed at start. If you don't know this, they got Infinite Tsukiyomi at the start.
Yeah.
Literally all the Red Kages.
Yeah, in the first 10 to 20 minutes of the war, all the Raikage, past and current, were all killed. All by Itachi at that.
That's cheese. I feel bad for them. But yeah, that's it. I don't know what's next, but we got some games coming. There's a lot of good games that are out right now. I don't know if you guys checked out the... what is that game called? Black Magic 2? That game's pretty fire. Oh yeah, another thing. I'm talking about Rising's going to be close community. But it's going to be a lot of Robux to filter out players. But, yeah. That's it.
If you want in, you want in. That's it.
Yeah, if you want in, you better save them Robux. But, yeah. Alright, that's it for now. I don't know what's next, but there's a lot of stuff that's next, actually. I can't say that. But that's it. Check out Keinsei's channel. His link's going to be down below.
Oh, check out my channel.
No, actually, check out his channel. We're going to make him a YouTuber.
I'm not a YouTuber.
You are a YouTuber.
I'm really not.
You're a YouTuber. We're gonna make Keinsei a YouTuber. Anyway, check out his channel. His link will be down below. Make sure you subscribe to him. I'm trying to get him to 1,000 subs. Subscribe to me. Turn on notifications. Like the video. Comment what you think is gonna happen next or what you thought about the war. And I'll see you guys later.